Hello everybody, thank you for joining us. Today we will be exploring the difference between an 8B and a 7B pencil. Now those are two of the thickest standard pencils, sketching pencils. So to best check this out, I'm just going to draw an object like that. You can imagine it's a building, or you could imagine that it's a tower, or it's a rectangular object. So when I'm doing this with the 7B, so to first illustrate the flat nib effect, I'm just going through, let me turn, and I am using optimal pressure when it comes to trying to evenly shade this portion out. So that is with the flat nib, but then if I were to cross hatch that same object and try to respect certain rules of light, there shouldn't be any crosshatch here, literally, but we will just forego that rule and say that okay, there is some crosshatch by some chance on this side, and I go in different directions and just land a few strokes here and there, and then at the bottom just go so much and just put that crosshatch. So that is optimal pressure with the 7B pencil. I'm going to go flat nib with the 8B. Again, I'm using optimal pressure just to try to even out the shading as much as possible on this side. Not that, again, I should have mentioned in the beginning from the outset that there is no specific light and dark rule that I'm observing here. So similar crosshatch I'm putting together on this object, and as you can clearly see, although they are supposedly one numeral apart, but one numeral in pencil work in pencil point makes a lot of difference, because if it was a 0.5 difference, they would have been a lot closer. Now they are close in now too, but as you can see that the 8B does cast a comparatively darker shadow, and if I were to apply somewhat additional pressure back in 7, so I'll just go evenly right through with the 7. I'm trying to maintain that same stroke back and forth, going down, we get something like that. And if I'm going down with the 8B back and forth, and I'm going down the object trying to use that same pressure, we get that. So we can see that 8B is somewhat more grainy, more dark. If you just see the edge here, it's significantly more dark than the 7B. In crosshatch, not so much, but definitely the exercise will culminate with this. So if I'm to now fill this out, let's say from the top, and leave this as somewhat of a work of art, just a random object there, that's the 8B. And if I do the same thing with the 7B, trying to utilize that same pressure, I can see that I have to go with more strokes probably to fill it out, and 8B is definitely darker than 7, richer in that sense. So there's that quick difference. And let's also do this. If I were to smudge the 7, you get that. If I were to smudge the 8, which we cannot do easily because it is a more tighter, more grainy point, we get that. So close, but a little bit thicker, darker than 7B. I'm talking about the 8B. So that is the quick illustration of the difference between the 2 points. Thank you very much for watching. Please do subscribe, keep in touch, let us have your comments. We would love to hear from you. Have yourself a wonderful day.